While I was there, I chaired the Petroleum Committee in 1999. I chaired Water Resources Committee. And lastly, I chaired the National Economic Committee of the whole nation. And I represent in this forum Labour Party. And I want to contest for the post of the senator in an advancement of my political career. In an advancement of my political career as former member of the House of Representatives. While I was there, like I said, I radiated all that was impactful to the Egba nation, and thereby bringing a lot of projects to the Egba nation. I was saddened when I heard about no water, as referenced by Baba Alaki. There shouldn't be a case of water problem in Abeokuta. One, we have the OGUN River around us. And then number two, the advancement of technology will make it very easy for every corner of Abeokuta to get water. All we need is erecting, major tanks at high altitude. Again, we have altitude to our advantage. Like I said, technology will really bring the whole thing next to us. In these days, we have horizontal directional drilling. We can drill through all these rocks and then have water connected to everywhere. Yes, power is the major issue about water. Again, we are really so blessed. We have the OGUN Dam in Abeokuta North that has inside there 9 megawatts of power that has not been tapped since it was constructed about 40 years ago. Again, Owiwi Dam is there. It has 6 megawatts. All these are totally useful for powering even water supply. And indeed, the power supply required in Abeokuta Township. All these I will make positive when I get back to the National Assembly as your senator. I have been there. Like I said, I chair Water Resources Committee, and I know how much that I impacted. In the areas that I represented, Ifo and Ewekoro, there were a huge lot of boreholes that I brought there. There are regional water projects that I have established that were awarded, but unfortunately, it was more done because after I left, a lot of people that went after me could not fund the project. Going to National Assembly is not a child's play. It is a duty that has to be faced if you want to bring in things to your constituents. And I have done that. I know where to unlock all the resources that are available that we need to develop Egba land.
Two more minutes.
Thank you very much. I've done that before. In the past, I engaged the state government and then sat them to really get every ministry in the state government to come up with projects that where they want the federal government to intervene, because federal government has intervention, programs. It's there in our constitution. There are areas where federal government has exclusive activity, but virtually lots of activity going on in the ministry here has concurrent relationship with federal government. And in the past, I've brought in over $240 million, naira. And that can be testified by Otuba Gbenga Daniel, who was the governor then. Incidentally, my party governorship candidate who just left will have attested to that. We were lucky. Dimeji Bankole, my younger brother, was the speaker, and we tabled it, and they funded so much of this project. At least about in the first year of the day that we put the program together, we had 240 million. He was able to really release 140 million to Ogun State government. Whether it was utilized or not, I wouldn't know. Because there's another thing to fund projects. For 8 years, I was in the appropriation committee in the House. And again, that gave me a lot of leverage to make sure that impactful funding were given to so many of our projects. We Dam started in my time.
Very much.
The project, the power project at Olonshogo started in my time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Please give him a round and sound of applause. Thank you very much. To start something like this is really very impressive. We have seen exactly. Now this is what we are going to do. Please put your questions together. We are not going to ask questions now. We are not going to answer questions now. We want to take at least the senatorial contestants, the House of Representative contestants, and then the House of Assembly contestants, after which we will now get back to you with our questions. Please, we have the time, courtesy Egba Economic Summit, to be able to express ourselves, and I'm very sure that we will do our best here. And may I now call on the next contestant, who is also a senator. They are going to the Senate. We have only one other person there, so if you have that person who is going to the Senate there, can you please just give the microphone to the one we all know? Okay, he's already giving it to him. We have Alhaji Salis Afolabi. Put your hands together for him now.
Thank you. Time is fast spent, and I just have 5 minutes to make my case. So I'm going to abbreviate the protocols, but nonetheless, I must recognize Alake and paramount ruler of Egba land as represented by Areba Roy. I'd like to recognize the president of Egba Economic Summit. And I'm almost tempted to behave like I used to do representing my school in the debate by saying, accurate timekeeper, Mr. Chairman, accurate timekeeper, fellow debaters. Today, I present myself as a candidate for Ogun Central Senatorial District. And I intend to address these under 5 headings. I'd like to introduce myself as a candidate. You need to know me. You also need to know my understanding of what the job requires. And from what the job requires as a senator, I will dovetail into what my own legislative agenda will be. And from there, I hope to talk to you about the challenges confronting legislators. And I therefore will conclude with some thoughts on what the next action point will be. And that will be my conclusion. But let's get this straight. Ogun Central Senatorial District, if it were to be a nation on its own, it will have a seat in United Nations. And we are not just talking about the past now. The population of Ogun Central is more than the population of Gambia. The population of Ogun Central is more than the population of Dubai. It's more than the population of Qatar. It's more than the population of a number of countries in Europe. So today, I am here to represent a people with a proud history. No other senatorial district has the distinction of having produced 3 heads of state. Only this senatorial district. Therefore, don't evaluate me only on the basis of being a senatorial candidate. Evaluate me on the basis of being a prime minister of a most sophisticated people. Now, let me provide some glimpse into myself. Today, in Ogun State, there are 40 people who are contesting for various elections. I proudly say I am the only one where I vote today was the primary school that I attended. I am a homegrown contestant. I wasn't brought from Lagos to be given. I attended Egba local government primary school in Okpeji area. I wrote my G2, as it was then called as Genstem African Primary School, Orile Lugun. I attended Okiono Grammar School, where I used to represent my school in Literary and Debating Society, where my love for legislative position started. I finished in 1981. I proceeded to University of Lagos to study computer science. I finished in 1986 with second class upper division. I followed that up with a master's in computer science and yet another master's in business administration. I have worked in 4 banks as head of technology of Equatorial Trust Bank. Some of you will remember a particular advert, my tally number with a mat. I was then the head of computer operations at Equatorial Trust Bank when we performed that feat. In my career, I am a fellow of Nigeria Computer Society. And on the national scene, I have used technology to impact on the society. I am the consultant to JAMB under Oloyede that revolutionized JAMB operation with technology that resulted in saving of 16 billion naira. And I'm saying this in on a national television. On the other side, I have also been involved with non-profit organizations. With Professor Fafunwa, we started Network Project for the Disabled, and that NGO was the first to produce the Nigerian Constitution in Braille for the visually impaired. I am a very strong member of all my alumni associations from my primary school to secondary school. Indeed, until about 2 months ago, I was the president of the University of Lagos Muslim alumni. So all the schools that I attended, I have people who say we are together in those schools. My certificates are complete. I am not one candidate that will be afraid to put his higher degree certificate in the INEC for, because I have all certificates.
2 more minutes.
2 more minutes. The role of a legislator, of a senator should be very clear. It's not just to make law. It's not just for appropriation. It's not just for oversight. Senate in particular. Let me make a distinction here. Every state has 3 senators. Senate represents equality of state. Ogun State, with our population, we have 3 senators, just 3 senators. Bayelsa with 8 local governments also have 3 senators. What this means is this: a senator must be able to negotiate with other legislators from other parts of the country in order to be able to get things done for his constituents. A legislator is not just one that will only support a motion. You must have the ability to negotiate. Now, what do I intend to do? Number one, if you do not reset Nigeria, nothing good can come out of any legislative effort. At the very best, we'll get something marginally. I give an example. People who give license for mining, they sit down in Abuja, they give mining license in Ewekoro, they give mining license in Najura. Ogun State contribute the highest in terms of solid minerals revenue to federal government. But what do we get in return? So the first legislative agenda is to think out with the Nigerian Federation, redesign it, reconfigure it, reset it in a way that will work for every part of Nigeria. The second legislative agenda is to also ensure that all the previous initiatives by my predecessor in office, from Okuromu to Abosun to Yabo Obasanjo to Gbenga Obadera to Larita Jojo back to Imbikula Amosun, I need to find out every effort they have made in the past, and at this point, I pay homage to all of them without exception. Indeed, every one of them is not wanting character. Every one of them, we know what they do. We know the job they are doing. We know they are professional. This is not a senatorial district. All of them chair one Senate committee or the other. There is no committee for Yahoo in the Senate. Only people of impeccable character.
Thank you very much.
I like to run up this way. I like to run up this way. Today, I appear before you as a candidate. You are the panel of interviewers. I plead with you, I request you, I implore you, recommend me to the shareholders. And the shareholders are the people of Ogun Central. And the AGM is on the 25th of February. Vote for me as your senator.
Put your hands together for him. Thank you very much. All right. Mr. Chairman of the occasion. Hello, can we have some peace, please? With the permission of Mr. Chairman of this occasion, the Alaki of Egba land who is the asset in the economic summit, my dear supporters, if this has been a debate to go to the Senate, not that we are going to have our elections, I will have disqualified him. Do you know why? You are not smiling, you are not laughing. Because at the tail end, when he was trying to deliver the most cogent part of what he's doing, we were making noise. Put your hands together for me now. So please, let us just be patient. They are all coming back. Put your questions down. We will get all those questions answered. That is why we have given them a very short time to introduce what they want to do. We are going to interrogate them with our questions. Not only you, people on the high table, those of us that the professionals that are here. Some of the claims they have made, we are going to try and look at it. We thank you so far for your cooperation. Please maintain the quorum here so that we can get the best we want. All right, some people are already praying. It's my turn next. Okay, yes, it's your turn. Let us call on, I don't want to hear any noise, so especially that particular, Kabiyesi is there. That particular slogan, I don't want to hear it. Alhaji Afolabi Maruf Afuakpe.
Please. Kabiyesi, Alaki of Egba land, ably represented by the Baron himself. Please let me stand on a system protocol. I don't want to waste our time. My name is Afolabi Maruf Afuakpe, another homegrown APC candidate for the Abeokuta South Federal Constituency. I was born here in Abeokuta and I attended my primary school in Abeokuta, 100 Primary School, Kaleji. From there to St. Peter's College, Olomore for my secondary school education. I was at then Ogun State Polytechnic briefly for my A-levels program before I proceeded to the University of Lagos for my BS in Finance, for BS in Finance, MS Economics, and MBA in Marketing. I lectured at Mochida Polytechnic where I became the head of the Department of Marketing within the shortest period of time, the history of that institution. I won Best Lecturer Award for 3 years consecutively while I was lecturing. I served briefly at local government SSG. I was in Abuja as special advisor to Right Honorable to Kadibiji Bankole. I was commissioner twice in this state. I don't want to bore us with that. Let me call to the main thing why we're here. Egba people are known to put their best foot forward in everything we do. We're all known for the first, the factual, everything we do. And as such, we need somebody that can be able to represent, that are able to stand the test of time, that are able to stand tall and be able to turn the floor of our house and Egba people will be proud of. I'm that person that if you send me to next, I have education enough, I have the experience enough to know what to do. My worry is this. Whenever people come to the National Assembly, they are always proud of our sponsor 5 bills, 6 bills, 7 bills, 8 bills. I think the thing should go beyond that. A bill that does not become out of parliament is not useful. A bill that does not become out of parliament is not useful. And as such, you must strive to make your bill, if only one to turn to out of parliament. That is only when that bill becomes useful to every one of us. When the chairman of his was actually, because he said that our senator now has proposed the university for medicine here. It is here to be act of parliament. One of our roles should be there should be continuity. We should be able to stand by that bill and ensure it become an act of parliament. So my role, where we will strive to put a bill. Without a bill, it cannot become out of parliament. But we cannot be saying of every bill and leaving that bill in the dustbin. We should, as Egba people, we should grow beyond that. We should be able to pick a bill that this bill will see it through. And I'm very, very, very happy what the Egba Economic Summit is actually doing today. It has lessened my burden because to me, you have people. Bill can be initiated by anybody. I know the Egba Economic Summit. We have professionals here. This is Dr. Adeoye. I know him very close. I know we have professionals in this summit. And as such, you can also initiate a bill. Don't let say, we want to go and do this, to go and defend that bill for you. And if you bring a bill to us, without giving to somebody that have the ability, competence, the ability to develop such bill, to make that act of parliament, it will not serve the purpose needed. So I'm saying that we can have, I'm not bothered about how many bills I'm going to propose at the National Assembly. I want to be proud to come here and say a particular bill has turned to the Act of Parliament. That is my promise for Egba people, and that to me is germane, is important, and that bill will be able to solve a whole lot of problems. If I just go to the house by saying this is my bill and I was shouting from morning, if that thing has not been accepted by the president, it will not useful to any of us. So I will only be shouting. So I don't need to go there without making an impact. I have done this. I have made impact in most sphere of life that I passed through. I'm saying that Egba people must be proud of what we want to do. And the only way is not only that we are known. We know the history and background of each and every one of us that are contesting this Egba land. And we cannot afford somebody that's not proud of Egba's son or daughter to represent Egba people. I'm presenting myself to you as somebody that you want to send an errand. And I want to give a promise. I will continuously engage the Egba Economy Summit on regular basis. Because that's the only way I can achieve what I want to achieve. Because we are professionals, we are people that are better qualified than I do in this summit. And as such, I will need your experience, I will rely on you, and we Egba people must be proud of what to do. It's just a platform for me to go and prove myself, to go and prove to people are not from Egba that this is where civilization started from, this is where politics started from, and as such, we should be able to be proud as
2 more minutes.
Thank you. And I have a whole lot, somebody has mentioned it. Resource control is one of the things we should fight for. But this, you need to lobby other colleagues. It's not about bill. It's about, but if Egba people are talking, we should be able to also network with other area for us to get it done. If you continue shouting, we want federalism, true federalism, and your voice is not hard, it's alone. You are the only voice in the wilderness. There is no way you will achieve this. So we also need to network, and that is why, again, that we need a party that is cut across the entire country. So when they have opportunity to represent you, we are able to network across other states to achieve this. And the only party that can do that for now in Nigeria is no other party but the APC, because that's the only party that can network from all governors in the state. And by special grace of God, if the APC we pray that APC should also control the national level. It will make our job easier. If you are in opposition to the federal government, all your bill will not be under the paper. It should not be useful to anybody. You are saying this is the only party that can take Egba people to that level, that enviable level we are all clamoring for. It is our heritage. You must protect it. It is a way for us to be there and say, Egba people knows why you need to be proud. Open your television and say, yes, I know this person is from Egba. I know we have something to say, something reasonable. It's not by going there to warm the chair. It's not by saying I've come here to have proposed bill 10-5-6 bill. Ask us at the end of the year how many of these, like I said before, has gone to the Act of Parliament. I promise you that if it's just only one bill, I want to see it through to be an Act of Parliament, and that will change a lot of situation in Egba land and Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
God bless you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. It's going smoothly like I have prayed for, and I'm enjoying the cooperation of everyone. The next candidate, we're now coming back home, is going to represent Egba in what you will call the Abeokuta North constituency, and that is Honorable Babatunde Teller. Honorable Teller.
courses duly extended. I'm Prince Dr. Babatunde Teller. I'm a prince of Ishagaland. I will be representing Abeokuta North State constituencies in the House of Assembly. I'm of the APC, All Progressive Congress. I had my primary and secondary school education in Oyo State. I went to Baptist Primary School, Ibadan, Oroyan Grammar School, Oyo. Then I came back to Ogun State, where I did my A-levels at Ogun State College of Education. And immediately I proceeded to Olabisi Onabanjo University to have my BA History. Then I did postgraduate diploma in advertising, another postgraduate diploma in public relations, masters in mass communication, and PhD in mass communication with area of specialization in traditional and development communication. Yeah. What do I have for my people? Well, let me start from my background. I've been in this I'm going to call Rural Integration Bill. Then why Rural Integration Bill? You find out that when you look at the state, those places you can call cities are no more than 6 or 7. By the time you look at Abeokuta, Ota, Ijebu-Ode, Shagamu, then part of Ifo, part of Obafemi Owode. The other areas are countryside. A situation where the budget of the state will be sent on the cities is not a good thing, it's not a good domain, and it won't bring development. So, when this government came on board, they came to the local government and they asked us to bring us our needs. So we had to send all those things to the government, and they were doing all those things. That's so that you find so many projects in all the worlds. Now, I want to compliment the effort of the governor by passing this bill, because by the time we have good infrastructures in the rural areas, you will find out that the cities will be decongested, and most people will want to go and settle down in the rural areas, and by extension, everything will be developed. Then secondly, with my interaction with people living in the housing estate, I was able to find out that the first housing estate in Ogun State is Okeata Housing Estate. And due to my interaction, I realized that much effort still needs to be done in those housing estates. So I now felt, okay, let me come up with a bill, housing estate development bill, that will guide our governors and those in the executives to look inwards into all these housing estates. Probably every 3 years or every 4 years, a governor or the executive must do something in all these housing estates. So that will lead to development of most of these housing estates. Although we have new ones developing now, but we need to take care of the old ones. Thirdly, I'm looking at agricultural bills. With my interactions with agric experts, they told me their needs. They told me what can bring up their trades, and we agreed together that after winning the election, we are going to sit down and fashion out a new agricultural bill for agric in Ogun State, and we can do better. Although we got the best agricultural friendly state in Ogun State last year, but we can still do better.
2 more minutes.
Then while Baba Alake was talking of so those things that could bring cholera or whatever. So one thing came to my mind, which is environmental law. We need to improve our environmental laws. A situation where people will be dumping refuse everywhere will not be palatable for the health of the state. Finally, I want to say that the Egba Economic Summit have an agenda, and there is an Egba agenda. The best thing to do this thing is to table the Egba agenda before us, so that you can walk through the Egba agenda at the state, so that you can see which one will benefit us, which one we can do first, and which one we follow. Because we need information to act. Don't leave us alone. Laws are made for the people. In a development cycle, the most important element in the development cycle is the human element. Everything we are doing it for the human element. So the people must be involved. Once the people are involved, laws that will be palatable to meet their needs will also be given out at the legislative house. Once again, I want to thank you very much for calling me for this program. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for him.
All right. Why now? Please put your hands together for him. Let me quickly tell you something. Those of us who are here, those who have honored us, we should also honor them with our applauses, because you will get to know the number of those who are contesting and the number that are here. And that is why I am so proud of the Egba Economic Summit for giving us this opportunity. And finally, for this particular round, we have, can I put honorable there? Oluwatobi Taiwo, the rebels for Abeokuta South constituency.
God bless you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to start on the existing protocol. My name is Oluwatobi Taiwo Doregos. I was born into the family of Taiwo, and I'm from Agbole, Abeokuta. I had my primary school at Alabalos and I went to Adeline Ogunlade Memorial Grammar School in Abantoko. Further my education in London at Fosha University, to be precise. I'm not going to bore you with much of things. I just want to tell you what my intentions are. I want to represent Egba. And when I mean Egba, I want to represent Abeokuta South Constituency 1. I mean from Ward 1 to 7. I am going to represent making enabling laws that will represent my constituency and Egba as a whole. When I mean represent them, I mean I am going to engage myself in representing my constituency, my CDCs, my CDAs. I am going to give more time to the CDCs and the CDAs. You can't make a proper laws without knowing what your people want. You cannot make a proper law. I repeat, I rightly said I am ready. No, I have to understand what my people want. I have to talk to them. I have to devote my time. I have to liaise with especially the local government. I have to liaise with PPP, private partnership. I have to do a lot of things. It's not about making laws alone. It's about empowering your people, making good things out of this whole thing. It's not about coming here, I have done one thing or the other. It's about you representing your people in the right way. That is all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Hello. Hello. Can I have your attention, please? Can I have absolute attention? When you clap and make noise, it does not amount to one vote, except you have your what? Your PVC, and then you go out there and vote. We are not here for that one. Please continue to respect Egba Economic Summit. Those distinguished, honorable people who are here to listen to all of us, and then you. Mr. Chairman, it's time for questions. And this is the format. We have House of Assembly members, 2 of them, We want your questions directed at each of them. We have House of Rep here, one of them, and then another one wants to be a senator. Please note that your questions should be directed straight when you're asking it. That's part one. The second part is this. We are going to choose the number of people who will ask questions. And those numbers will be limited according to the conveniences of our time. That's the way we do it almost everywhere. And so, after that one, those of us there will have our questions and comments. The final questions and comments will come from the distinguished members of the high table. So, for the Abeokuta South constituency, please raise up your hand if you want to ask a question. All right? 1 and 2 and 3. Can we please stand up? Those are the 3 people that will ask questions from the contestant aiming to go into our House of Assemblies. I hope we are all through on that one. 3 of them, you have them recorded. Please sit down. For the member going to the House of Representatives, can you raise up your hand if you want to ask a question? None? No question. House of Rep contestants. Questions? 3, 4. Can you please stand up? 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought somebody, okay, only 3 are standing. Where is the 4th person? I asked them to stand up, please. Thank you very much. All right, those 4 are the ones. No, high table, don't worry. High table, they have their priority. They are going to do it the way they want it. All right, 4 of you for the House of Rep members. Now for the senatorial contestant. You want to ask a question? 1, I recognize you. Dr. Gbengadeoye, I recognize you. And another one there. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are asking a question from the House of Rep. You are asking for, I will consider it. Maybe one of them is going to be possible for you depending on time. Don't worry. Can you please honorably stand up so that we can recognize those who want to? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Please sit down. Okay, thank you very much. You know it's our own job to ask questions. You will ask your own questions, they will record it. Then my colleagues in the press, you must be ready to do your work here since we have invited you. So members of the press will ask their own questions. The honorable gentlemen on this particular side will also do their own. So we have a lot to go. Let me now tell you this important rule. Ask questions. Don't parade comments. Don't analyze issues. Don't campaign. I hope we all get that very clearly. And I don't think any questions reasonably asked should be more than 30 seconds. Is that okay by all of us? Thank you very much. I will take a break where you get your questions together, and then I hand you over to the MC of the occasion, Dari.
All right, thank you very much, everyone. It's been a mind-blowing session right here. I can't wait to hear the questions that will emanate from the audience this afternoon. I hope we're in the afternoon already. Yes, quickly, while the contestants were reading out their programs and ideas, we had some people join us. Some of them have been around before now. This introduction should have come earlier. The chairman of Odeda local government, Alhaja Folashade Adeyemo, is here. Thank you. The special advisor to the Ogun State Governor on Works, Engineer Babatunde Akim Additional, is also here.
Put your hands together for Dari Adedotum. Thank you very much for that. So those who want to ask questions, the three of you, for the members that are attempting to go to our House of Assembly, please come out. Very quickly. The three of you, please come out. So the members, please take the questions that they are going to ask. And so you identify yourself very quickly, and then you ask the questions. You can use this. Okay, one is there. Honorable members attempting to go to the House, please jot their questions and then you can answer. So your time starts now, 30 seconds. Let's do it.
Olaimi Adeomi Orubutu is my name. My question goes to OTD, Ward 4 in Abeokuta constituency 1. We have some roads that is, not the main road, but while we are going inside, it's as if we are not part of Ogun State. Like me, I call that place Shaje State. What are you going to do for us?
Thank you. That's very good. That's good. Go on. Introduce yourself.
Moki Dedewa Egba o. Kábíyèsí. All protocols are duly observed. I'm grateful to have this privilege to express my feelings and ask questions in Egba Economic Summit. Straight to my question, sir. It is general question. Many people believe that after entering the position, you forget all of them. What do you see today, sir? SARS. Then apparently because you are an efficacious candidate of Ogun Central, you have shown yourself to be able to set goals and achieve them no matter what. What are the plans on ground to ensure we would be able to submit further critical issues that needs attention in our central district? Then education is the best legacy. What do you have for us? They said we should catch them young. All of you attended public primary school. No, not all of you, some of you. Then how do you do this? How do we go about education? Sir, I'm also aware that problem that most likely would to work, that is roads.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right. That's a very, very... yes, go on.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This question could be addressed to any of the contestants. We all know government does not provide employment. It is not the job of government to provide job for people. As legislators and eminent personality in your local government, what will you do to advance your principal or governor or the president in the area of employment for the people? Infrastructure being the critical area that help to generate employment through industrialization. Any of you can take the question. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for this questionnaire. They are making it easy for all of us since they are mostly asking general questions. Most of those questions, and only one or two are constituency based. So, having finished with that, we were thinking that we're doing constituency questions only, but it is general. Now, members, please come out, please, quickly. They are jotting it down, and those who are not jotting it among them, they are like way, they know it, everything. I trust them, at least. Only one. House of Rep, I think there are three. Let's do it very quickly, please. There are four, yeah. So you have seen the format, your questions, the microphone. Dari, please. give it to them. Just introduce yourself and ask your questions very quickly. If it is that.
My name is Lawa Abdugani Abidemi, Mayegon of Egba Kingdom. My question centers on conduct. But first, permit me to give kudos to the organizer of this program. We have really done well. Quite impressive. In fact, I won't mind after this program doing what necessary